Hey, here's the deal. You said my name 3 times. That's right. You didn't have to pick me, but you said my name and you picked me. All right, do me a favor. We'll save that guy for later. All right, here's the deal. Check out True Tales of the Paranormal by F.T.P, okay? It's showtime.
Greetings and salutations. I am Jon Theory, representing Waters of the Westgate, where we provide education, divination, consultation, and root work for all those who may be interested. I've been invited to give you guys a little story by finding the paranormal, so that I may share one of my true tales of the paranormal. We will begin now. So where I left off was, I had made it back into my home, bewildered and baffled that there was nothing there. I took a second. I got myself a glass of water, which was on the far side of the house in the kitchen. I looked across the pool room and saw what appeared to be a child running back and forth through the doors. So I took my time, trying to approach without spooking whatever it was. And as I got closer, I noticed it was a little girl. But as soon as she saw me, she dissipated. So I went to address the spirits that I have and asked them, hey, do you know who these spirits are? And after flipping through my tarot cards, I came to the conclusion that there was over 70 spirits present at this location. One that they called Chief, one that they called Mama, and one they called the Man in the Hat, were the ones that kind of ran the show here. So I went back outside to the Windmill and called out, "Are you Chief?" And the wind rose and storm clouds brewed, and the windmill actually turned to face me once more. And in the distance, I began to see what seemed to be shades of an innumerable amount of people. I'm not gonna lie, I was terrified. I've experienced a lot of paranormal things, but nothing to this magnitude. I put on a brave face and said, "Chief, if you can hear me, if this is your property, and you would like me to understand what's going on here, make your presence known to me in my dreams." And I went back into the house and went directly to sleep. Now, this is when the story gets to be a bit unbelievable, but I promise everything I tell you is true. In my sleep, I awoke on the same property, in the back lot, and there was a giant natural pond, and I could see a man sitting there. And in this dream, I approached him, and I asked him, "Are you Chief?" He said, "Yes, my son, and we've been waiting for you." And we began a dialogue about why this place is haunted and why I was being tormented. And he said, "We were just trying to get your attention. We didn't want you to suffer the same fate as the other people here." And then he goes on to tell me that this was a Native American burial ground where he and his tribe were actually slaughtered by settlers. And since then, him, his mother, who they refer to as Mama, and the man in the cowboy hat, who is his cousin, have haunted that ground until that moment. And believe it or not, on that property, there's been a lot of random deaths, shootings with no seemable cause, aggression in fights that come out of nowhere. And so after I had this dream and awoke, I did a small ritual of burning to give life and light to all of those who had died on that land wrongfully. And believe it or not, ever since that day, the windmill doesn't follow me anymore. The clouds don't randomly become gray and the wind doesn't whoosh with terror. Everything now is calm. Thank you for listening to my story. Brought to you by Finding the Paranormal, by way of me, Jon Theory, representing Waters of the Westgate. Put in the comments if you would like to hear more of my stories of the paranormal. I have many. Everybody have a good day. Stay spooky, my friends.